In-Depth Conversations podcast, episode number 5, hosted by your boy Tootie Music. Special shout out to Jamtai Entertainment for allowing us to use this space. Shout out to Josh and Pops Juan Crespo. All right, today I got a special guest for today's episode. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Ray. I go by RayFuego. Ooh, 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 yeah, ooh, ooh, Fuego. I got love for you, I got love. No one in the world for me when you're the one. Said I got love for you, I got love. Don't take a hold of me, now let's slow down.
Hey, I think I wanna come. Think I wanna get it cracking like I'm on it wrong. I wanna stimulate your mind through a naughty pose. I know you see me looking at you, wanna get involved. You wanna get involved? How about you focus on the text and I'ma read the roll. Your fingers nasty when you answer, I'ma see your soul. I mean that. Holy really easy to work. Cause the second that you're late, I'm taking you out of first. I'ma get it in the grave, a record struck on the dirt. But it hurt for my name, especially up on the shirt. You're the nerd, if you everything I would ever deserve. My hurt, my crew, my life, my work, my work. It's absurd that we live in that generational curse. The first, the first, the first, the worst, the hurt.
Y'all make some noise for yourself.
RayFuego. I make a little music. Probably your auntie's favorite rapper, if I'm being honest. But hey, man, love to be here. I see my man TD always fucking making moves. Love to be on, man. Let's have some fun, dude. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, man. We're going to go straight into the music. You have an album out right now called Everybody Hates Raymond, correct?
Oh, everybody loves Raymond.
Sorry about that.
Hey, shout out to my haters. I know y'all here.
My bad. I apologize for that. That's on me. But let's go ahead and you got some fire features and some fire tracks on there. And can you go ahead and name the features? Because I actually know a couple of them.
So my first feature I was super excited about was a song called Acting Cool with two of people I've known for so long. First of all, Young Mac on the slap. Shout out Young Mac. He's been helping me out with almost every album I had. I think all 4 of them, to be honest. He's let me come to the studio, just kind of create what I feel is the best sounding, theme for what my songs are going to be. But my second is my man L. James. Shout out to the owner of the Coterie Den. Hey, L. James, we see you making moves, man. Continue to bless the mic, bless the community with what you're doing, bro. And that's like one of my favorites for sure is L. James. And he always, like, every time he gets on a song, bro, you can just feel like through his stomach, like he's putting everything in that stuff. So those are one of my 2 favorites for sure.
I wanted to ask you, how did you link up with This Chaos Music? That's my brother, bro. I've known him for years. And when I seen that feature, I was like, wait, they know each other. Small world.
Yeah.
How'd you get in contact with the homie?
Chaos, man. So I've known Chaos for a cool minute. Honestly, when you just you follow just local people that are basically making music in your city. You see what they're doing, you see how they portray themselves. And so Chaos he's always had like a good little vibe to him. And so I remember at the time, I think I don't know if he was like super in depth with the music, but I've always loved his voice and loved what he had to portray. And so I ended up sending him something. I was, hey bro, I have this song that I want to work on. I think you would be super tight to kind of put a little influence in it. I basically set him up, bro, and he fucking knocked it out in I think a couple days and sent it right back to me, bro. Shout out Chaos for sure.
Chaos, that's my boy, bro. We go way back since 2015, man.
Damn.
That's what's up, man. First, let's go ahead and tell me about your upbringing. Where are you from?
So I am from a little city just north of San Jose. It's called Milpitas. Shout out my Milpas homies. Shout out Milpitians. Yes. Hey, honestly, it's so funny because my grandfather, when he got out of the Navy, he was in World War II. Mm-hmm. He was a CB, and he started working at Chevron. And Chevron back in the day was bigger than tech companies like they are now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so he moved there, and then he bought 3 houses and rented them out. Mm-hmm. And then he I think he just understood the market, and so he started buying properties there. He started buying properties in Tahoe. Cool. And he basically made his foundation, especially my mom and my aunt. They kind of grew up playing softball and stuff like that. So they were a big part of the Milpitas community. And so growing up there, I don't know, I feel when you're in a little a little shell, you're like, this is it, bro. So
Yeah.
growing up, I was like Milpitas kid, and honestly, I used to know all my homies from San Jose playing
Yeah.
ball and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they used to always laugh. They're like, bro, like everywhere we go, you always like rep Milpitas. Like, what is it?
Because
And I was
most
like,
people say San Jose, right?
hey, at the end of the day, like San Jose is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
I've made so many great relationships and friendships with people from
Yeah.
San Jose, but at the end of the day, like I'm from Milpitas. I'm not from
That's
Fremont.
that's what's up.
I'm not from San Jose, bro. I'm from Milpitas. So.
Shout out to Milpitas. That's what's up, man. I love that answer. Let's go to the next question. When did you get your start into music?
So I think. So growing up, my mom was a really big like Radiohead. Like she was
dope.
like she was kind of lady that every song you put on, she would sing it. And I remember as a kid, I was like, wow, how the fuck she know all this music?
Yeah.
And so like I used to just listen to things that she used to listen to. So she was big in like the love song. I remember she's always talking about LL Cool J was like the big man at the time. And so I kind of grew up on R&B music, like
that's dope.
Like Anthony Hamilton. I grew up on Music Soul Child. I grew up on Life Jennings. So growing up, I kind of was like in the romantic love. And then when you reach a point as a man, you go through, a little thing called puberty.
Yeah.
And you start getting that aggression out. So I started listening to Eminem. I remember I used to like Mac Dre a lot. And
Mac Dre, for sure.
I try to I don't know if you can hear my music, but I kind of just try to put like the love and like the aggressiveness together. And that's like, bitch, I love you. I love you for a cool man.
I was doing my homework on your music yesterday, and I was looking back at some videos from 6 to 7 years ago, and you can tell that your music now, it's still dope, but it's more positive, I guess you could say. Like I like the vibes that you have now, but at the same time, looking back at your older videos, I think, damn. I look back at my older videos too, and I'm like, damn, we shared some straight bars back then. And that's why I want to say you got bars, bro.
Thank you. Honestly, man, you kind of go through, I don't know, a span in your life. I mean, personally, I didn't really have like the greatest father figures growing up. I think for me, I love sports because the most mentorships I had was from coaches that like would get on your ass. And the only reason they got on you is because they see the most potential out of you. Yeah. And so I used to tell people that like, you might not have the best influence at that very moment, but you got to look at, who's really trying to get you out of your comfort zone and make you uncomfortable and make you a better person, because those people are literally gonna help you for the next 5 to 10 years when you have a homie right next to you that's just like, hey, bro, let's go to the clubs, let's go get drunk, let's go get faded, let's go do this. At the end of the day, like, that's cool, man. That's their life. But when you come into a realm where you're just trying to get better, like every day, it's literally you're trying to get financially wealthier, you're trying to get mentally stable, mentally like prepared for the world, and then you're trying to be physically healthy. It's like if you're not focusing on those 3 keys every single day, then you kind of just fall back and you put yourself in a mentality that like, oh yeah, bad things are gonna happen. Yeah, bad things are gonna happen, but there's ways that you can prepare for that down the road. So
it was a different time in your life.
Different time, for sure. Different time.
I could relate for sure. All right. I wanted to say, hey, we both opened up for Fora in Santa Cruz. Can you tell me about your experience? And I can tell you a little bit about my experience, bro. But before you go into that, I want to say your performance was dope. Your live vocals, you had the crowds with the lights up. And it was dark, man. I was on the top when you're performing that. And I just want to say, how was your experiencing opening up for Fora and the fact that we opened up for the same show? I was like, oh, what's up, Ray?
Oh, yeah. Hey, that was the best part about it. Like, when I did it, I think I forgot who's the person that set me up for that. But yeah, I remember doing it because I've been wanting to perform for so long that like, bro, like I was rehearsing at work. Like when I had downtime, I was like trying to perform, trying to get into it. And so I was super excited, man. I had so many people there. And the funniest thing is like right before the performance, remember when outside that it was fucking lined up like 50, 60 people?
Yeah.
Bro, I was spooked. I was spooked as fuck. I was like, oh shit. Like this isn't a dream. Like this is real.
Yeah, no, I know the feeling.
I remember when my girl's friends and family came through. One of my homies, his name is Ray too. Oh, and he was like, hey bro, you nervous? And I was like, fuck, bro, like I'm not. It's when you put yourself in a position, man, that like this is something you love and this is something that you cherish. Like even like failing is okay because you put yourself in a position to do good. And so I remember telling him, I was like, honestly, man, like performing is kind of not the easy part, but for me personally, performing is like so easy because it's just me having fun.
Yeah.
I think when you put in a position when you're trying to articulate everything like for a show, like, oh, let me get the food vendors, let me get a drink vendor, let me get this. when you put all those pieces together, that is like one of the hard things, because you're trying to put so many moving pieces to all fall in line, and you got to remember you're working with people that have their own lives and have their own stuff going on. So you're praying that, you know, they're on a good day and making sure that everything's good. And so I think putting a show together is very difficult, but performing for a show, that shit is fun. Like, you got to tell me, like, because I know you were having fun too, especially putting your homies.
I performed there before multiple times, but it was the first time that there was that much people. Not that just, it wasn't a stiff crowd. The people in the crowd were vibing. They're like, it wasn't like when you go to those shows and people are just standing there watching the performer. Bro, like, you had the crowd moving. I messed up. I slipped on one of my lyrics because I did live vocals with the ad libs. I messed up on a lyric and I kind of like, I just snapped back into it.
I think I was the guy that booed you too, mom.
No, but what was cool is that the crowd wasn't, they were kind of like, come on, I can hear somebody in the crowd go, come on. And I snapped back into it. It was a great experience. Running into you was dope. I was like, hey, bro, it was cool. Your performance was hella dope. But opening up for Four, bro, I listened to Four when I was like in my early 20s, and I didn't get to meet him. Did you get to meet him?
No, honestly, I can't even lie.
He met a couple of the other
artists.
he
met a couple of the artists.
Yeah.
But I think at the time I was tired as fuck, and I think I was just so juiced for the performance that after I was done, I had everybody like, dude, like the craziest thing, I was talking to my videographer outside, and he was like, bro, how do you feel? I was like, bro, that shit was so much fun. Yeah. I had these two girls come up to me and they're like, hey, like, you did hella cool. Like, do you mind if we take a picture? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. We took a picture real quick, and I showed him my Instagram. I was like, thank you. And then I went back to my conversation with my boy, and he was like, bro, don't try to act like that was normal. I was like, dude, that shit was so dope. And even when you're talking about the lights thing, so the lights thing, a little background to it.
Yeah.
The lights thing, in my head, you know how you have everything kind of portrayed, like your transitions, like you already know what you're gonna put. Mm-hmm. The lights thing in my head, when I was like, oh, you know, hey, if y'all fuck with music, you know, put your lights up in the air. I think I said something like, if your battery is not under 20%, put your lights up in the air. I remember in my head, I was like, oh yeah, I probably have like 3 or 4 people. And I looked up, and it was like,
it was 15, the crowd.
20, and I was like, oh shit, now I gotta perform? Like, okay, let's get back in the mode real quick.
I was on top of the balcony when that was happening, and all I hear is, head on home. You know, and then I was like, and I remember I took a video of it and I sent it to you. I was like, bro, this is great. This is awesome. I didn't get a chance to have the people wave their lights in there, but that's another thing I could learn, talking to the crowd while you're performing, not just going there performing, to like engage with the crowd. I've done it before, but the way you did it, bro, I was taking notes.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. It was a good experience. Santa Cruz is love, though. Like, you go to Santa Cruz and people show love. Yeah. Like you perform at other places and people are just acting too hard. Santa Cruz shows love. So if I do it again, I'll do it all over again.
Yeah. Shout out for it, man. For to be able to put artists on, you know, to give just an opportunity to perform. I remember, I think at the time he had that Reno show canceled.
Oh, had some shit going on.
Yeah, he had some shit. Yeah, he had some shit going on. Yeah. But I remember they had people from Reno driving out just for the performance too. So some of the other artists that were there, I remember they were shouting out Reno. I was like, oh fuck, that's
his fan base. His fan base is really solid for sure. You could tell like when they'll travel, that's what's up.
Shit, I still remember the first time I heard Sinners, bro. I was like, oh yeah, god damn, this shit cool.
Did you think that first performance?
No, dude, honestly, I can't. I feel hella. Hey, sorry for it. I don't mean to. I had a pregnant girlfriend that was 6 months pregnant. I wasn't gonna make her upset to go see you. I apologize, but I had to get out of there, bro. I'm sorry.
It was amazing, bro. I was with my sisters, came and they love for us, so we bonded. It was awesome, and in one of my songs, I mentioned a line about my sister who just got out of jail, and she got out of jail, was in the crowd, and I rapped that lyric to her literally in her. That was a great moment. So yeah, to wrap up about the Forest show, it was a great, man. And it was dope to see your performance.
And thank you for everybody that came out, bro. I had hella people. Like I think in one of the videos I was like, man, who got work tomorrow? And everybody's like, fuck me.
It was a Sunday, right?
Yeah, and like for people to come out, bro, and still try to have a good time, even though they have so much shit to do tomorrow, bro. Like that's absolute love, bro. Because at the end of the day, they're getting away from their personal setups that they have to take care of just to watch you perform, just to be around good people. So I appreciate everybody that came through the Forest show for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna move off topic. Let's do something a little fun real quick. Tell me your 5 favorite movies.
5 favorite movies. So a little background myself. I was like the little turf dancers when I was in high school. Okay. I did all the little dancing stuff. So I was a big Step Up 2 fan. I love Step Up 2. what is it? Oh, baseball player. So Sandlot and Hardball with Keanu Reeves.
Nice.
Goddamn, like one of the best movies ever. Sister Act 2. I don't know if y'all can guess that, but
Is
like
that with I can't remember that.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm a big '90s movies kid. Like
Hell yeah.
I love '90s. So yeah, I had to be, what did I say? Hardball, Sandlot, Step Up 2, Sister Act 2. I think my last one would have to be Ready Player One. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah, I have seen it.
That is one of the greatest movies. And it's not only a greatest movie, bro. Like, that's going to be us in like 30 years. Like, just heads up. Like, containers are going to be stacked on containers with, like, it's going to be real. That's why I tell my girl always laughs. She's like, why do you always watch this fucking movie? I was like, I'm just learning about the future. And secondly, it has a great fucking storyline. So, it's really good. So those are my 5 ones for sure.
So, first and foremost, congratulations on being a father.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Fatherhood.
Shout out all fathers, man. All fathers, stepdads, man. Everybody, bro. Like, being a father it's one of the craziest things in the world, bro. But like, when you realize it, how your kid turns out, all the happiness they see, all the anger they see, like, if you get to influence that in some type of way, bro, like, you're winning. You're absolutely winning. So thank you so much, man.
How was it? I didn't get the chance to be there when my son was born. I got there like a couple hours after. It's a long story, but I want to ask you, how was it for you, the hospital experience?
Bro, honestly, I watched too many goddamn movies because I expected like fucking everything to be up in the air. Thankfully, we had it set up for a C-section, just because my girl already had she has an 8-year-old son and they had complications before, and so the doctors were saying, they're like, yeah, there could be a possibility that it could be even worse, and so
scary.
Yeah, we already scheduled the C-section. It was literally like an appointment, but I think for me, bro, like I was just. Like, you just have so many different emotions, man. Like, even if you're there or not, bro, like, being a father, it puts you in, it makes you, like, try to think about your whole family lineage, because you're like, okay, well, how have I seen fathers? Have I seen fathers growing up? How do I see fathers now? And so you have, like, this reel just playing back and forth. And so sometimes you don't even know, like, what to do, how to do. I remember telling my buddies, I was like, yeah, bro, I've been watching the YouTube videos, watching the podcast. So like,
what to expect
what to expect. Hey, they all said the same thing. They're like, bro, you're gonna do fine. Just make sure that they're taken care of, that they're healthy, they're active, and then you should be fine. But yeah, honestly, when we came in, it was literally like 15 minutes, bro.
Wow, that's quick.
Boom, boom, got out. The only scary part was that my girl, she lost a lot of blood. And so for me, I feel like anytime I go to any type of room, I look at people's faces. Like, that is the first thing, notation. No matter before people speak words, you just look at their body language. And so I remember looking, like, kind of looking over. They say not to look, but, mama ain't raised no bitch. So I was like, let me see what happened. And I could see their faces were kind of concerning. And then that's when they're telling her that she lost a lot of blood. And that was one moment, bro, that me and my girl, because even through the pregnancy, like, it was kind of like, it was a little difficult for me. I'm not even gonna lie, but that was like one of the moments where, like, I was kind of scared, man. And I was really nervous about what was going to happen, because, when one thing happens, you go in the ripple effect. You're like, oh, well, this could happen. So I remember my girl saying, she was looking at me on the bed and she was like, yeah, you okay? And I was like, yeah, you're okay. Yeah. And she said from the 2 years that we known each other, that was the first time she ever seen like fear. So it was definitely a mixed emotions, man. But the funny part was when he came out, every movie always tells you like, oh, you hear the baby starts crying. Bro, my son didn't cry.
Really?
And so I was nervous as fuck, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he cried for like a second, and I was like asking the nurses, like, oh, is he okay? She's like, yeah, just some babies don't cry. And I was like, damn, that's my boy right there. But it's funny, the first picture I got of him, as soon as they laid him on the bed, bro, he took a piss. Pissed on the nurses.
That's hilarious.
And I was cracking up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, in the first picture, the first digital picture of this kid is literally him pissing on nurses. So
that's funny.
It was the craziest experience, but everything worked out really well, man. His body was healthy. My girl, she ended up getting like some iron pills and stuff like that. The nurses at Mountain View, I think Valley Health, if I'm not mistaken.
It was in Mountain View?
Yeah, in Mountain View. Yeah, they were amazing, bro. Extremely attentive. Like, made sure that they checked on my girl to make sure she was okay at all times, and it was a really cool experience.
It was like a roller coaster of emotions, right?
Going holy hell, yeah.
Yeah. If I get into a quick little story, my son, after he was born, I arrived a little later. I remember seeing his eyes open up for the first time, and I could hear it when he would breathe. It would be like, and I'm like, that's concerning. So at 2 months old, they had to do surgery on his throat to make his
vocal cords, because they were tiny. They're supposed to be like this. They were tiny. So he was having trouble breathing. We took him to Stanford Hospital, got operated on. He's a soldier, made it through, and he's about to be 9.
Damn, congratulations, brother. Damn, that's fucking crazy, man.
So I know what you mean about, like, you know, like some, like, is everything okay? Are they healthy? It's just scary, bro. It gives me chills to think about it. So I could see what you were kind of going through emotionally. And
But does he need any other like support or anything with it? Or
so he there was a possibility that he could have had a second follow-up surgery, but no, they stuck like something down his with the camera, and he's good.
Man, God bless, bro. Fuck it, that's a blessing, man. Because you honestly, I don't know if you like researched it, but bro, like when you look at like statistics of like women going in birth, bro, like honestly, it's scary because so the time that we were in the hospital, bro, there was a lady next door, and she was losing blood hella bad, and she just had her daughter, and I was looking at the guy's face, bro, and honestly, like it was just hella sad to see, man, because I mean, I think about people in general, bro. Like everybody has like their pains and issues, and the only thing that really like humbles us is seeing somebody else kind of in a darker light. And so when I seen the dude like kind of go through his emotions, I was like, damn, man. I remember after I seen him, I went into my girl's room and I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I was looking at my son for a little bit because at the end of the day, like, what you notice, man, things could be worse. Things could be 100,000 times worse. So even hearing about what your son had to go through, bro, I bet you're a proud dad to see who he is today.
Yeah, definitely, man. It gets scary, but at the same time, like, it's a blessing, man. And as your son gets older, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, and he's getting big, bro. Like, hey, honestly, sometimes he's 7 months old, but sometimes I pick him up, my back starts hurting. I'm like, oh shit.
Once they take their first steps, once they start talking, if I recommend something, document it, record it, because I have my son saying "dada," like, and it tripped me out. And he even laughed after he said "dada" once. So I encourage you to document it, because those moments, bro, they go quick.
Damn. Hey, you know you were excited too.
Yeah.
Because that's my girl. She was like, I wonder what he's going to say, mama or dada.
Yeah.
And when he said dada, I was like, hey, the judge has spoken. He said what he said.
But bro, thank you for speaking on that.
Oh, absolutely,
speaking on
man.
Fatherhood. We're gonna go.
Hey, shout out, like I said, shout out to all fathers, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's not the easiest job in the world, but it's better than any other job you could ever have in your life. Like seeing your son or daughter kind of grow up to be like their own little human being is one of the most beautiful blessings. And I feel like a lot of people, they kind of undermine that because they're like, kids are kids. But when you have your own kid, it's so much better than any other kid in the world, bro. Like it's such a beautiful process for sure.
All right, I'm gonna switch topics again. Before we get back into the music, I want to say I know you're a fellow Raider fan. Give me a Raiders. Oh, man.
And forget anybody that don't like it. I don't even care.
I wanted to ask you, man, have you ever been to any games when they were in Oakland?
Yeah, so I went to a couple of Oakland games. I was a big baseball fan, so anytime I went to the Coliseum, it was usually for an A's game.
Okay, cool.
I was a back and forth. I love the Giants and I love the A's, so for me, I was just a baseball kid. I just love the dynamics of it. But I went to the last one I went to. I remember I had a little fun. It was with ex I was with at the time. And I remember she took a picture, and I was like third row, fucking just already nodding off.
Oh, well, yeah, I've had that happen.
When you talk to a lot of Raider fans, that's usually the consistent story that everybody has.
I was a season ticket holder when Derek Carr was a rookie, all the way up until they left, or a little bit before they left.
You trying to make me cry on the pod right now, dog? You trying to make me cry?
And I wanted to say, you bring up the baseball games too. I've been to an A's game, brought my son to an A's game, and the vibes at the Oakland Coliseum, I don't think it'll ever match what is in Vegas. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Vegas. Vegas is dope, but it won't ever have that same like aura that Oakland once had. Vegas are gone, Raiders are gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, man, because for me, what I've really learned about like businesses is like when you think about it, like we're fans of this business. So it's like you're saying like, oh, I love Chick-fil-A, and it's like at the end of the day, like we can only be fans. It's like being in a relationship. It's like whatever they want to do, you guys gotta support. So 2 years ago, I went to the Jets game, I went to the Packers game, and honestly, like I'm too old for like the rowdiness. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I like sitting in a nice seat. Like I go to concerts, I like sitting in a nice comfortable seat. I like a server coming up and asking me what I want to drink
with your charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. Let me get some wine real quick. But I gotta say that the stadium is absolutely beautiful. For sure. Any day, every stadium is gonna be completely overpriced. That's why you pregame. Let everybody know. But the stadium is really nice, bro. It has AC. Like what other? You hear about Niner games, people fucking dying from the heat exhaustion, and we're over here like, can they turn it down? It's too cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have yet to attend a Raiders game, bro.
Oh,
In
man.
Vegas, I meant.
You got it. That's for
Hell
sure.
yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Raiders.
Shout out to the Raiders.
Let's go ahead and switch it up. Tell me a cool high school story of yours. It could be crazy. It could be something that you didn't expect to go through in high school. And I'll give you a little quick story of mine. But which high school did you go to?
I went to Milpitas High. Shout out to
that's right.
Trojans.
Okay.
Shout out to
Nice.
him. I went to Milpitas High my freshman sophomore year. I was a little like I said earlier, I was a little angry kid, and so I ended up going to continuation school called the Calaveras Mustangs. Shout out Calaveras. Honestly,
Shout out.
I learned so much more about people and organization skills from Cal Hills. That was like one of the places that like teachers didn't talk to you like kids, man. Like that was the best part about it. That for me, I hate being talked to like a child. I don't know why. I just think it's like the most disrespectful thing you can do. People do it all the time, regardless. But when I went to Cal Hills, man, it was just like such a more like a community basis like setup that everybody, all the teachers said like, hey, school sucks. Did anybody disagree? Nobody raised their hands. And so going there, it was like just being able to talk to like just people in general and having teachers that, you know, shout out to every teacher because they don't get paid shit. And they put all the work that they could of whether it was like an arts class, English class, or a biology class. Like they just try to find certain niches. They continue to be creative and try to find different niches where students are going to be more involved. And so that's why I loved continuation schools. Everybody has a bad perspective on it because it's like, oh, it's all the bad kids. But when you look at jails, like there's some of the smartest people in the world that are in jail. So it's hard to portray like what's a good high school or what's a good school curriculum or program when you look at children. They have to be individual, but they have the same consistency where they have to go to school, they have to learn, and they have to be nice people. That's all it pretty much is. So shout out Milpitas High for sure. But
nice. Tell me about anything cool that ever happened to you in high school or anything crazy? Or was it basically like basically like
trying to see what would be cool.
You were a baseball player, right?
I was a baseball player
in high school.
I was a baseball player. Yes.
Okay. You must have had all the chicks. Just
hey, you know what's so funny? I was thinking about a cool. So I think one story that I've always loved when I was a sophomore. I was like kind of talking to this girl, and they did this thing, you know, now that I think about it, they did this thing in high school where they had red, yellow, and green light. Did they have that at your high school?
Is it red? I'm not sure if it was like a school dance or what.
No. So it was like a date. And so if you had red on, that means you're in a relationship. You have yellow. Okay. Yeah, yellow on, it was like so. But if you have green, it meant like you were single.
It's like,
bro,
or yellow,
what the
I'm
fuck?
horny. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, for real though. Hey, what the fuck? I was thinking about it as high school kids. I'm like, man, you don't even know what you're doing. So at the time, I thought personally, I was talking to this girl. I came to school in my I came to school in my red FUBU jersey. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, we're doing this. Dude, this woman wore all black and had like a little green little speck on her shirt. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh, like I didn't know it was so. Then I was like, we talked about this. Like, what the fuck are we doing? So I remember I was like, whatever. And there was this girl that I was like kind of interested in. We used to see each other walking by, and I remember I asked one of my homegirls, "Hey, is that your homegirl?" Da-da-da. So I kind of like started. I told her about the situation with my red because she was like, "Oh, I thought you were talking to somebody." I was like, "Nah, I was mistaken, unfortunately." And I played the victim card. Yeah, I was hurt. I was hurt, man, and I'm looking for help.
Yeah.
And but I ended up talking to that girl for like a week or two. Out of nowhere, I was in class and I had somebody come up to me. They're like, "Hey, bro. Hey, did you hear about so-and-so?" And it was the two girls that one I was like kind of talking to and one that I was trying to talk to. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, bro, they got into a fight. I was like, damn. What do you mean? And they're like, there was like a big old circle. And I remember seeing both of them. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Sure shit. Right after that, my teacher was like, hey, Ray, they need you in the office. And I was like, no way. So I go to my vice principal. And I'm like, I wasn't like a trouble kid, but I just, you know, I was like, under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember I go to my vice principal's office and he was like, hey, Ray, come sit down. And I was just like, oh, what's going on? He was like, yeah, I heard you're the ladies' man. And when you like don't really know the vice principal on a word-to-word basis and he tells you that, you're like, shit, what do you mean? What do you mean, boss? What do you mean? He told me that, and then he told me about the situation about the two girls fighting, and I was like, oh, I mean, I don't know. And then it's sure shit. Right after that is when I seen the girl that I was trying to talk to. She was like, "You're too much drama." Da da da. And so she stopped talking to me, and the other girl was like, "It is what it is. I don't give a fuck." Da da da. And I was like, kind of just single. And I was like, "Damn, bro. Like, sometimes I guess none is better than two. I guess in
Yeah.
some form of fashion, but
That's crazy.
I think that was the funniest one because everybody was like, oh, I heard about the two girls fighting, and then I don't know if girls like toxic men, but like that's
They
when like
do.
a lot of the girls started like saying what's up to me because I was like, oh, you're the talk of town, and I was like, shit, stay lies, you like flowers?
For sure.
I think that was a funny one for sure.
I'll tell you a little quick one of mine.
Yeah, hit me.
I was a freshman at Sobrato, and I somehow ended up boyfriend and girlfriend with a senior, and it was the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Ooh.
And I remember going to the Sadie Hawkins dance with her, and I remember she was asking me all the right questions. Are you a virgin? Do you get nervous? I'm over here a freshman, like what am I supposed to I was straight up.
She was singing a song to you. What do you need?
So we're at the Sadie Hawkins dance, and the vibes are just she's not talking to me, I'm not talking to her. I ended up saying, I told her friend, hey, tell her I'm not feeling her. I'm good. And I ended up meeting some other chick on the dance floor. She was a freshman, so we danced, and I ended up messing with her for a little bit. But it's funny, like I was a freshman, I had a senior. I could have been like, yeah, I got a senior as a girlfriend, and I messed it up.
No, you're like, baby, get with it or get lost. What we doing?
She was asking me the right questions. I'm like, I just wanted to share that funny story.
Yeah. Oh, what was her name again? No, I
totally forgot. All I remember
she's like, she's got a family, 3 kids.
Friend. That's how I got hooked up with her. It was totally weird.
Freshman and senior though.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me, you felt like you grew a couple inches. You're like, shit.
For a couple periods, I felt pretty good, and then the next week, yeah, it was over already. Let's get back into the music. For sure, bro. I want to say again, I mentioned the live performances. How do you do it with no backtrack at all? I mean, no ad libs. It's totally your raw vocals on the mic. Salute to that.
Thank you, Brian. Honestly, man, it's just about learning about live performances. So, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, when I started kind of getting into music a little bit, I loved the front stage, but for me, I wanted to get more into the backstage, more the production side, more the AV setup, the lighting equipment, the DMX lights. That's why right now I work at Mary. I do part-time doing their AV production. But for me, it's so funny because every time my girl takes me to a concert, I'll watch the performance for a second, and I look at the lights, look at the setup. I was like, okay, that's the little shirt, microphone setups they had. For me, I just love like the production of stuff. And so, I forgot, what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
How do you prepare for the live performances?
So the live performances, man,
you practice?
Yeah.
In the shower, in the mirror.
Oh, yeah. I get my little magic mic on the fucking shower floor. No, so I have where I live at right now, I have a balcony on the 8th floor.
Okay.
And it's so funny because probably like once, twice a day, maybe I'll go out there and kind of just, I'll smoke a joint real quick. And then I just kind of, it's all about visualization, because that's one of the things that a lot of people talk about is when you literally visualize what you want it to be and what you want it to look like, then your mind kind of portrays that feeling, that energy. Remember you were talking about how you kind of like slipped up on lines. It's because as live performers, we're literally trying to remember our next words. We're literally trying to check the scene out to see if anybody's fucking with it. That you're fucking doing like 8 things in your head trying to perform at one time. And so for me, I just want so many emotions into it. And so me and my buddies used to talk about it all the time. We're like, when you go to a show and they have the backtracking on, it's not a bad thing, but especially with people that don't have really get into their performance and they have backtracking, it's okay. Yeah. But I always wanted to learn to do something different. So when I get on stage, I want you guys to hear my stomach when I say these things. I want you guys to feel exactly what I'm going through. And I think one of the songs that I love doing at what was the Santa Cruz place again?
The Veterans Hall.
The Veterans Hall. When I did the Veterans Hall, I have a song called I Got Love. And I remember I looked out and I was just playing my head. I was like, hey, if you got someone special with you right now, take a second right now and tell them how much love you got from them. I'll give you your time. And then that's when the song plays. It's like, don't. And so when I'm on the balcony, bro, I visualize this shit. I literally look at different people's faces. I'll go through different ethnicities. Like, oh, white guy over here, Mexican girl over here, or something like that. And so when you like just practice, especially I think a lot of people have time when they're on the road.
Yeah,
that's
true.
like one of my main things too. It's like I'm either learning something from like a podcast of some sort, or I'm like hearing my songs and I'm like, all right, this is what it's gonna be. Because even when you're driving on the road, you have to pay attention to the road, and so it's kind of like being on stage. You're like you're trying to perform and make sure you don't kill yourself at the same time. So that's why I love doing the car performances. And even my girl, she always laughs because when people ask her about me being a music artist, she goes, he fucking sings and dances all the time anyway. Like honestly, ask my stepson. 6:30 in the morning, I'm already up. I got his lunch packed. I got some music bumping, because at the end of the day, like, nobody wants to wake up. I haven't met one person like, oh, I can't wait to get up tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing. But getting up in the morning is one of the most difficult things. So if you could find anything in that realm, whether it's music, whether it's fucking getting up and stretching, or getting up and trying to do like some workouts or something like that, just do it. Because the big thing I've noticed with successful people and unsuccessful people is that unsuccessful people, they doom scroll till 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up the next day, talk about they're tired. But people that are very successful, that put themselves in a really good position, they go to sleep at a good time, 10 or 11, unless you have kids or something like, something like that. But they wake up every day at 5 or 6, wake up every single day. Sure. And so even when I don't have stuff, like on Saturdays, my girl like trips out because I'll wake up at 5 or 6. And I'll read one of my books I'm reading right now, I'll get some coffee going, maybe throw on a YouTube video or something like that. But just trying to get the day started early before everybody else is automatically putting you in a good mindset. Whether you're winning or losing, you're already kind of preparing yourself for it. So I tell people, like, try to make the day, or try to take the day. That's all you can do. Try to take the day. But even live performances, man, like when you're performing in your car or, some random place, like, just feel it. Like, think that everybody's watching you. What are you going to do when everybody's watching you? Yeah. It's going to be a good time regardless. So that's why I think that's what I do for my live performances.
So, cause I often talk about the payroll, but the loss is really going to make mo. So don't lay low, always on the way, bro. Keep it stable, off for the queso. Don't hate when the people try to change you. Just wait for the ready good, stay in the better hit. I'm baked and I'm feeling good. Trying to make 100K, get the fuck out.
It was some dumb shit, never thought I could go home. We hit the function, live with some bitches and bumping, but I got issues with one man, mugging with some type of some shit. Why do people try to bring me down when I come and sit with 100 rounds? I was chilling with people, ain't nothing fair. Now I see you talking from the other crap. I don't do the talking, I get vocal about it. I'm a local kid, but I don't joke about it. But the Hennessy wanted me getting violent, but I have to get up just to get them quiet. I'm a real J, people gon' feel me. Nothing but deals play. Roll afraid till you travel with the hoe. Say, never thought that it could hold. Please, speak on the weather, the boat. Say, mixing with liquors from both ends. Putting my pieces in motion, riding the way to the ocean. Cruising high with one, rising moon and sun. Never was better, but ho. I was having fun, maybe a little drunk. Nothing was telling me no. Till I had to run from an undercover, now he wanna let it. But I won't let it, I'm coming to get it. I'm sickly fatter, the rat and the cheddar. I should be vibing from.
Big shout out to RayFuego for a great interview. Unfortunately, I lost the ending of the podcast, but I want to give a special thank you to RayFuego for pulling up and trusting the vision.
Late night vibes, let the questions flow. Turn the volume up, let your mind just go.